We've got a really broad team here on the project, ranging from engineers to project managers, landscape architects to archaeologists and environmental specialists. And it's really important that we all work together to create this fantastic sea defence to protect our community.
So I grew up in Southsea. I've lived here for over 20 years. So I grew up with the seafront as my home. I did sort of maths and science-based subjects at school. I went to school locally, and then I went to the University of Bath to study civil engineering. Realised I quite liked coastal and water engineering and sort of saw this project on my doorstep, so it was nice to use what I've done at university to help a place at home. My day-to-day activities include, I guess, turning drawings into how you build them on site. So you sort of go out and you work out how things are built and you work with loads of different people to sort of build what is on a bit of paper, so you kind of go from 2D to 3D.
Day to day, I work closely with site engineers on site, with the designers, their design engineers, and the client and the supervisors to make sure what we're constructing is what the client wants and it's fit for purpose and it will do its job for the 100 years it's designed for. All construction sort of I find interesting. The concept of driving by 10 years later saying I built that is, that's a reward that not a lot of jobs can give. And that sort of came from my parents. My father works in construction as well, so I was kind of inspired by that. And after doing sort of maths, physics at college, I went to Plymouth University to do civil and coastal engineering, and I went and did a master's in coastal engineering. And so far it's landed me on quite a few marine jobs with Alcastel Devon.
My route into engineering wasn't necessarily a traditional route, although I really enjoyed science and maths at school. I didn't particularly excel at it. At school I was diagnosed with dyslexia, but it's because of this that I actually found that I could solve problems practically really easily, and it was this element that really drew me to engineering and coastal management and construction management. I went to university to study applied marine sciences and then topped that up with a master's in coastal engineering. I especially like working by the coast and working in coastal management. I'm a surf bum, so I have a real love for the sea and a real affinity for the beach. So to have a job that means I can do that day in, day out is fantastic for me.